Hey guys! Okay, so first of all, before I even get started on this video, we need to address that your girl, Amberlynn Reed, still thinks about me, it still watches me, and it just really means the world to me that she really gives me any time of attention in the day. She tweeted about me, and I'm just gonna put it here. I'm just gonna put it here, right here. Because apparently I would get no views if she didn't exist. And, I mean, that's certainly, I think, a fair statement. I certainly do make videos about Amberlynn Reed, as is maybe potentially this whole video that I'm about to do. But I just want to, like, take it in that Amberlynn is still watching me. She's still willing to give me some attention, giving me a shout out on her Twitter that is now private. Only people who follow her already can see it, but girl, you have so many loyal followers that they have all repeatedly sent me this screenshot of you talking about me. So I just want to give you a thank you for the shout out. I really couldn't do it without you. You're correct. I'm so dependent on these views that, like, I'm just really grateful for you and that you exist. So thank you so much. Amberlynn, I couldn't do it without you. I have no other videos except videos about you, and certainly none of my other videos are successful if they aren't about you. So I just really appreciate your continued support, and I hope I can continue to count on your viewership. So with that being said, you might be wondering, girl, what is this pile of blankets? And you know, in the video that I reacted to yesterday, our girl, Amberlynn, she said, what do you want me to do, a blanket haul? And it got me thinking, one, homegirl could do interesting hauls, right? So I do feel bad because I was like, girl, nobody wants to see a Walmart haul, right? But then I thought about it and I was like, no, I literally subscribe to the Dollar Tree Mom Squad and watch them do Dollar Tree hauls all the time and still find that interesting and entertaining. And here's the gig. The gig is that they are interesting because they talk about what they're going to use all those products for, right? All the things that they buy. They have intentions behind their purchases. They're not just buying crap to buy crap, right? And so I think that that is like what is missing from your hauls, right? Your hauls could be very interesting, Amberlynn, if you weren't just buying crap. I think that's the argument, right? Like, girl, all you buy is journals that you are never gonna use, right? You use like maybe 7 journals, I think you covered in a video once, but we've seen you buy like 1,200, right? So, you know, have some intention behind like what you're doing. So I thought, girl, I got lots of blankets. Let's do this blanket haul. Let's show her how it's done. Let's let her know. Let's let her know that you can do a blanket haul if you really want to. Now, I do recommend washing your blankets prior to doing it. I recommend, you know, folding them, maybe not just having them in a huge heap. I think that that'll be easier for your audience to engage with. But, you know, I think really as long as there's meaning behind your haul, as long as you have something, what is this hair doing in my face? As long as you are really being thoughtful about the things you're saying and you're saying stuff that's interesting and not just like, here's a blanket, you got some opportunities, okay? So I just want to jump right into this haul. We got about 7 blankets here. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So this first one, she just came from Target, and honestly, my boyfriend had a blanket like this in his apartment. She's so soft, like I thought I was gonna die. It's cute. I just really enjoy it. She's soft. She makes me feel warm, you know, all the things a blanket has to do. Now, unlike some other blankets in this haul, this doesn't have a lot of sentimental meaning. Outside of that, I got it from Target and she was cheap and she feels good. You know, sometimes that's all you need from a blanket. It's just something to cover you up, make you feel warm inside and on the outside, you know, soft. So this is a good pick. She's cute. I love her. She can stay. She's here for the party. Next. So the next one, let's go with this guy because he's also like the next least interesting maybe. She's just a simple throw blanket, you know, she's just a throw. and she's got IU on her. So whenever I graduated, my supervisor at IU gave me this as part of like a gift. Shout out to Paul, you know who you are. And so I've just like always kept this because, you know, I get a lot of questions in the comments about like, girl, are you a Hoosier? Do you live in Indiana? No, I don't live in Indiana. I did it for 2 years for graduate school. That 2 years was enough for me. That was enough. It was just enough. I enjoyed IU. I enjoyed Bloomington, Indiana, but I'm happy to be in Chicago now. But yes, so this has some sentimental value because it was a gift for graduating with my master's degree. So yes, she's cute. She is cute. I don't use her that much actually. I don't know what that's about. She's just really here for sentimental support these days. So the next two are these tie blankets, and they made an appearance in my last video. They were in a heap behind me. This one, I went through a phase in my life where like Houndstooth was all the rage. I don't know if you guys have like favorite patterns or anything like that, but I really loved Houndstooth, and anything I could get, wow, like this is so gay. I'm being so gay right now. But anything I could get in Houndstooth, I did. And my mom went through a phase in her life where she loved making tie blankets. And so for Christmas one year, she gave me this one. I enjoy her. She's like maybe a smaller throw blanket. I'm a tall guy, first of all, so getting a good blanket that covers my whole body is an imperative part of picking out a great blanket, right? Because you give me these small blankets and it only covers like from my ankles up and my feet stick out. Nah, I'm not playing that game. I didn't sign up for that game. I need a blanket that covers my whole 6'2" body. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody else relate? So this is this is a little fun tie blanket my mom made me. Houndstooth Christmas gift. She was cute. I loved it. She's perfect. So speaking of being tall, I struggled when I went to college for the first time because none of the bedding that they make for like residence hall beds fit my body. Like everything was too short and I hated it. And so my mom said, fine, we're gonna make you an extra long tie blanket so that you can cover up at night. And I went through a time in my life where I love tie-dye. And so, you know, she was like, we're gonna get you this tie-dye tie blanket. It's gonna be cute. Like literally my whole room in high school was like tie-dye themed. I don't know. My mom used to say I was like born in the wrong decade. But honestly, I didn't really want to be around the time that like being a hippie and things like that were popular, because there was a lot of other heinous things happening in the world at that time, but now that I think about it, also same today. So this was really cute and it's really big. So let me just unfold it. Like it really spans like my whole body, and to be honest, I still use this frequently to sleep at night. She works great. She covers my whole body. I love it. And I really just like this, and the Houndstooth blanket just really remind me of like my mom's love for me, and I just like that. I like that it's made by my mom and that I sleep with it at night. That was weird. That's not what I meant. But like it's just comforting to have like a piece of your mom with you at all times. Like she lives 4 hours away from me. I don't see her that often, and so it's like she's here in my apartment with me. And I love it. So the next one, I mentioned in my Q&A, if you haven't watched it, go watch it, some stuff about my father passing away. And while this is not my aesthetic at all, this is another very sentimental piece to me. So this is a quilt made out of all of his, well not all of his, but some of his t-shirts. So after he passed away, I had an aunt who put this together. She put one together for me and one together for my brother, and it just really is like, again, having a piece of my dad here with me, even though he is not like physically here with me anymore. Now, it's not my aesthetic because honestly, my dad is like an extreme opposite of me on the scale of like femininity to masculinity, and he loved hunting, he loved sports, and so a lot of these things are representative of that. Mostly the hunting part, like a lot of these things are hunting, although there's a poison shirt that he had. If you know the Bret Michaels like 80s hair band Poison, My dad was a big fan of them. But yeah, then like, you know, just like all this hunting stuff on here. It was a big thing that he enjoyed and was passionate about. My dad was also like a full-time taxidermist as his job, if you can believe that about somebody related to me. But yeah, somebody related to me, i.e. my father, made his living doing taxidermy. So I really love this. I am glad to have it. I don't usually cover up or anything with it, but I just enjoy it. And then the last one is also sentimental to me. Now it does look like a little old, so I apologize for that. Like, I think it's just gotten a little discolored by age. But this was a quilt that my grandmother made for me. Now she was an avid quilter, and honestly, like, I love my grandma so much. She was like a really influential person in my life. I didn't get to see a lot of her like growing up or anything like that because she lived far away from me, but then I ended up going to college about 30 to 40 minutes away from her, and she let me come over about every 2 weeks and do my laundry and things like that. And every like major educational experience or moment I had, my grandma was present for. She came to all of my graduations, high school, my undergrad college graduation, and my master's degree graduation. She came to all of them. She always really supported me and wanted me to be successful. I just like really loved her, and she made quilts for almost all of my cousins for like their weddings and things like that. And I was always really jealous because I low-key knew it was gonna be a long time before I get married, if I ever get married. And I was like, I'm like never gonna get a quilt for my grandma. It's like I was just really worried it wasn't gonna happen, and it's like a big thing and deal in our family to have a quilt from her. She made me one for when I graduated from my master's degree program, and so it was literally, I mean, it was the only gift I got for that graduation, which is fine because I'm an adult and I don't need gifts or anything. Like, getting my master's degree was enough, but this was like such an important gift to me, and I don't really use it. There were a couple nights I slept with it, especially around the time that my grandma passed away, just because, again, there's some kind of comfort in having something created by another person who's not physically here around. But I mostly just want to hold on to this and like keep it and share it with like my family as I get older. You know, potentially pass it down if I ever do have children. Spoiler alert, I probably won't. I just want to hold on to this and keep it in my family because I really love it. It's got like my favorite colors, blues and purples and grays. And even this green color. Lots of great designs and patterns. It's beautifully done. My grandma was a quilting expert, and I just like really love having it. So that was my blanket haul. I hope you all really enjoyed that and can see how those things can be entertaining if you just put some like thoughtful conversation along with it, right? Like, wasn't just me pulling out a blanket and saying, hey, look at this. Look at this, isn't this interesting? Isn't this neat? Right? It was more thoughtful and intentional. So Amberlynn, you want to do hauls? You want to sit down and just talk at the camera? You can, girl. You just got to put some time and energy and effort into it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe because more ridiculousness like this is sure to come. Hit the bell notification so that every time I post a new video, go live, etc., you will have access to that. And make sure to hit like, leave a comment down below, all of those things, and follow me on all of my social media. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!